Curry and Thompson, the splash brothers in the backcourt. And at the pivot, a terrific defender and all-around player, the Australian sensation, 7-footer Andrew Bogut. And there's Iguodala. And it's Lee in at the 4. And for Philadelphia, Carter Williams and Jay Rich in the backcourt. And standing 6'11" out of Kentucky, the explosive shot blocker, Nerlens Noel, locking down the middle. A big game for this young man, making his NBA debut. Then it's Evan Turner, and it's Young in at the 4 spot.
Well, it was supposed to be a fresh start for Jason Richardson last year. It never really came to fruition, guys. I mean, not very far. Into the year, he had a bad injury to his left knee and had to close things down for the season. Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty, and he just has that, Clark, that effortless knack for getting inside.
Well, you hate to be the guy asked to guard him because he's just so dominant, so quick and explosive. Tough to stay in front of him.
And for Richardson, surgery last season to repair a cartilage tear in his left knee when he played for Philadelphia.
Well, in his prime, he was one of the most explosive leapers in the NBA. Former dunk contest champion, and began to lean on his three-point shooting as his career went on. Been a very productive player over the years.
First team foul.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. On the wing, Jason Richardson. Richardson missing again.
That's not his shot there, guys. And whether you play D on him or not, he's usually going to miss that one.
Lee outside. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mark Jackson.
Yes, Kevin, and he didn't outright say that he didn't worry about defense here, but it was all about offense for them this game. He said numbers 1, 2, and 3 on our list are getting good. Looks, good movement, and hitting shots. That's all there is to it. Let's see if their approach works.
Thanks for filling us in, Doris, and not too surprising that their offensive approach will be a major focus.
Yeah, that's what I would expect, Kevin. I mean, this is a team that really hangs its hat on its offensive execution.
But, guys, that can't be the sole focus. They can't forget to defend. Well, there's a new ownership group in Philadelphia as of 2011. And this offseason, they pulled the trigger and brought in new leadership in the front office. Looks like they're jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust of the Houston Rockets.
Carter Williams. And good on the basket. Book it. Curry with it. And back to the Sixers. I guess for the Wall Street ownership group, going mathematical is something they were, Steve, pretty comfortable with.
Well, it's something that a lot of teams are going to now, Kevin. You know, the new owners, a lot of them businessmen, they want to turn to math to try to figure this whole thing out. Bottom line, though, is it's a combination. It's not just stats. It's talent, stats, chemistry, coaching, a lot of things that goes into winning.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
He dishes it to Thompson. Kicks it to Bogut. An easy 2 points on the layup. Bogut's got his first basket of the night. The 76ers trail. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Another shot. And Thompson sends it back. The drive by Iguodala. Iguodala left side. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, Iguodala moved on from the 76ers to the Nuggets last year. Now signs a free agent contract with the Warriors. It looks to be a really good fit. I mean, all that shooting around him, just with the way he can run and defend, should allow Iguodala to be the playmaker that really is his natural game.
Now here's Carter Williams. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. I mean, that was a very late reaction from the defense there.
The 76ers trail by 5. Carter Williams kicks to Turner. And Thompson sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Moultrie. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to tack on another. Royce White's checked in for Carter Williams. And Steve, you mentioned how tough Iguodala is in transition. Great ball handler for his size. And Clark, I know you love his athleticism.
Yeah, he's really a point forward offensively, but he can finish big, and he's always putting pressure on the defense when he's in attack mode. A good ball handler and passer. His outside shooting is up and down, but I'd love to have him on my squad.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Thompson for 3. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Now, the D may have done just enough. There, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
Now here's Anderson. Back to Turner. And that one is hammered home. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is.
I just, you know what, come on, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing, doesn't it, Steve?
It sure does, and now it's to the point where they just feel unstoppable.
Douglas kicks to Thompson. That's good with a Douglas assist. Thompson's got 8 points.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
From downtown, he got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's all tied in Philadelphia. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Really good sign offensively the way they started this game out, getting a lot of hoops from close range.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get baskets inside. I know you were a three-point shooter, Steve, and a really good one, but it's always easier to score in the paint.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Gentlemen, there are some analysts who call Nerlens Noel a savant shot blocker, but he also averaged over 2 steals a game at Kentucky last season. Offense is something he's still developing, however. Noel said, quote, "Every team is always going to have its given scores. Defense is something that's undervalued. It can change the whole game in significant ways. He knows his game, guys."
He certainly does, Doris. Thanks.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Azu. Lee comes in for Maurice Spates. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Klay Thompson. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Tony Douglas. Here's Iguodala.
How about that basketball,
Wasn't that
fan?
beautiful?
Wow.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes. And I think for the Warriors, when you look at rebounding, that's where they made the most improvement last year. In fact, they ranked dead last in defensive rebounding in each of the previous 5 seasons, but they were #1 in the league last year. What a turnaround.
Here's Carter Williams after the made shot from David Lee. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Rejected by Barnes, and he recovers it.
He has not been on his game, and you know their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
It's stolen by Carter Williams. Richardson dishes to Noel. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Noel's got his first points in this one. We talk about the rebounding turnaround for the Warriors in 2011 and 2012. They were out-rebounded Clark by an average of about 7 rebounds a game than last season. They out-rebounded the opposition by over 2 a game.
You know, that's basically a 9-possession turnaround.
Good point.
When you look at it that way. And that's huge. I mean, it really helps explain how they went from a 23-win team to a 47-win team over the course of one season.
Richardson the pass to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Richardson, and the whistle blow. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Carter Williams kicks to Anderson. Richardson buries the long-range jumper. And now just a 3-point Warrior lead.
He had to wait for a while, all the way until now. But he's finally got his first three-pointer of the game.
Lee left side from 17 feet out. Cannot hit. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
Nerlens Noel, 6'11", out of Kentucky, big wingspan, about 7'4". So he's a player who has a chance to be an incredible shot blocker. Of course, following in the footsteps of Anthony Davis at Kentucky.
That's good.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Guys, the Warriors aggressively pursuing top talent this summer. They surprised many as strong contenders for Dwight Howard and did end up with an all-star acquisition in Andre Iguodala. He gives them an elite perimeter defender who can also create offense for them in a point-forward role. And with their shooters, a great fit for his talents. This is a team not content to rest on its laurels, but constantly in hot pursuit of the best players in the game.
Such a terrific turnaround. Thanks, Doris. The 76ers trail by 5. And back to Noel, still very slender. The question for him has been, does he have the strength to play?
Not right now. He's got to get stronger. He's first got to recover from that ACL tear that he suffered. But if, in fact, he can get stronger, I love his motor, and I like his potential to become better as an offensive player.
There's a lot to withstand inside in the NBA.
No question about it.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet anyway.
Lee, left side. Releases from 15. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Carter Williams. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. The 76ers shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Young outside. Pass to Anderson. Clock at 6. A second chance effort. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You look at Noel, guys. He's an athletic, bouncy, 6'11" big man with a 7'4" wingspan. No wonder he's been a dynamic shot blocker before he arrived in the NBA. And now it's just a matter of getting bigger and stronger.
You know, I love the fact that he's always turned up. His motor is excellent. Now, he's got to recover from that ACL injury, but I tell you what I saw of him as a shot blocker, a guy who runs the floor, rebounds both backboards, and he's a pretty good passer right now, and I think will smooth out and expand his offensive game. Keep an eye on his development. He could be a very impactful player.
And the 76ers making a change here. Pause is checked in.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Carter Williams dishes to Hawks. Richardson. On the wing, Turner. Back to Richardson. Goes up to the stripe. Out to Turner. From deep. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Second quarter ends in a tight one.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Glad you're with us.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Boy, 76ers had a season. They'd like to soon forget, but the one thing they were able to do last year was win at home. Good thing, too, given how unforgiving Philadelphia fans can be. No tougher sports fans in all of sports than Philadelphia.
The 76ers trail by 5. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
And it's Turner off the drive. But they'll get another chance. Carter Williams, the pass to Noel. And that one's good. Noel's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the 76ers. And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. And the Warriors lead by 5. And back to the 76ers at home. Never a good idea to be under 500 at home in a city that has booed Santa Claus before. Steve, luckily they were able to avoid that, going 23-18 here last season.
Well, maybe Santa Claus had a bad year that year, Kevin. I don't know. But look, I mean, if you're stinking it up in front of Philly fans, they're going to let you know. I mean, they're going to boo you. They're brutally honest. On the flip side, though, when you play well, I mean, they're going to back you.
Now here's Curry after the miss from Noel. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, guys, we had seen what Curry, as the focal point of the team's offense, was capable of, but in a full year with no Monte Ellis by his side, Curry really showed what he could do on the basketball court, and it's special.
He's off on the second. And for the Warriors, you know, you talk about that Monte Ellis trade. A big part of that move was getting the ball into the hands of Stephen Curry.
That's right, and also to get Klay Thompson on the floor as the starting two. It really balanced out that Warriors roster, but it allowed Curry to become the star that he is. He's so good offensively, got the total package, and I think when you look at this Warriors roster, it's a bright future.
That backcourt, Steve, is about as good a shooting backcourt as I can recall on one team.
With range, yeah, I agree. I've never seen anybody better.
Right side Curry. Pass to Iguodala. Back to Curry. Lets it go from deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Turner's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
They've been strong on the board. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. Still anybody's game, though. Well, Kevin, probably his greatest value lies in his tremendous three-point shooting. When he's out on the perimeter, it gives them the ability to really stretch the defense out.
And one of his other great qualities, Steve, is his quick trigger off the dribble. I mean, he can get his shot off in an instant, a nanosecond.
Ezeli's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Turner. 8 points for him. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Curry's shot is good.
Great assist there. Led him to the perfect spot.
The 76ers trail by 10. Carter Williams dishes to Young. Second chance shot. Some solid defense from Spates.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Back to Thompson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. 76ers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Down low, here's Turner. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Turner's got 10.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
On its way from Curry for 2. And Evan Turner pulls it down.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Turner gets the screen from Young. Richardson for 3. And it's Spates with the rebound. Spates has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Some nice passing by Golden State here. 1:31 left here in the third quarter. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. The 76ers trail by 12. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Carter Williams kicks to Richardson. Moultrie defended by Ezeli. Moultrie off the pick from Richardson. The foul called on Festus Ezeli. That is his first foul of the game.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
And the Warriors making a change here. Douglas is checked in. .111 left in the third quarter. On the wing, Jason Richardson. Another miss by Philadelphia.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Ezeli the pass to Spates. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Carter Williams dishes to Moultrie. And it's Curry with the rebound. Curry's got his third rebound tonight. Here's Iguodala. That's good. Iguodala's got 4 this quarter.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Now here's Turner. 10 points for him. For Philadelphia, they have gone 0 for 3 in the game at the line, missing all previous chances.
At the line for 2.
That free throw good from Turner. David Lee checked in for Maurice Spates. And so he makes both from the line. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Right side Curry. Passes it to Ezeli. Back to Curry. The feed to Douglas. He passes to Lee. He's against Young. From 6 away. Again, Golden State.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
1 second left. Oh, he knocks it in, a beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time.
Oh, miracle.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
Knocked loose. Now here's Curry. Leads him in there. Thompson. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And Young, here we go. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Warriors leading by 11. Here's Barnes. There's David Lee on the assist by Barnes. And that's now 8 points for David Lee.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. Get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
You know, last year nobody was quite sure the role Evan Turner would have, but as the season went on, played his way into the rotation by earning the trust of his coach. I thought he made some good strides in his game.
And he makes the first. And Turner, the number 2 overall pick back in 2010. Clark, it seemed NBA stardom awaited, but so far, it just hasn't worked that way.
It's still on the horizon for him. You got to remember now, he's only in his 4th year. He's a terrific ball handler, rebounder, 6'7", can play the point forward position for you. The Sixers traded away Iguodala and handed him the reins, and I think sometimes you can do that prematurely, and it'll be interesting to see how Evan steps into that higher expectation role now.
Jason Richardson, who's checked in for Evan Turner. Timeout called the 76ers.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the 76ers coach as he addressed his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Iguodala, that's good.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
Richardson for 3, no good. So Golden State will take it the other way. Curry attacking. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And the Warriors lead by 15.
Nicely done. They just continue to dominate inside. That's 10 points in a row in the lane.
It's now purely, here it comes. See if you can stop it.
Carter Williams kicks to Richardson. The 76ers with another miss.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Kept alive. Here's Lee. Good defensive work there by Young. Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Carter Williams, the pass to Young. Feeds it to Turner. Back to Young. Just 5 to shoot. Tries to save it. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Two on the clock. 3 from the inbound.
Certainly not the performance that I thought we'd get out of them in this half. They haven't been very effective on offense, especially in their half-court games. I mean, when you're not able to get out and run, and you've got to be solid in the half-court.
Outside for Curry. And the 3 ball is good. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.
Richardson kicks to Young. Young left side. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Young's got 4 points this quarter. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're up by 16. 1:35 left in the fourth. And the 76ers making a change here. Noel's checked in. Gets the front of the rim and out. The 76ers trail by 16. Richardson dishes to Carter Williams. And the call will be against David Lee. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:22 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Turner off the drive. Thompson with the block.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Outside Curry. Iguodala outside. Back to Thompson. From past the arc. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala.
Well, it's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
Carter Williams, the pass to Richardson.
Yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
Hey, look at the terrific outside shooting for the Golden State Warriors. That's where the league is going, it would seem. You know, spread the floor, penetrate and kick, and so tough to guard anyone with that kind of floor spacing. But the Warriors, in particular, with those magical three-point shooters.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Lee. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Steph Curry. The shot's good from Douglas.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
Now going back to the value of long-range shooting, the new defensive philosophies teams have put into place in recent years, Clark, they've really put a premium on it.
No question about it. I mean, you think about how teams defend. They load up on the strong side of the floor to deter drives and post-ups, try to have guys in the gaps and in the lane, and that creates opportunities for the three-point shot, and the Warriors took full advantage of that.
You love talking about this stuff, the X's and O's.
They're always fun, man.
I know it. Jermaine O'Neal's checked in for Ezeli. Here's Douglas, and it's Golden State with another.
And the crowd here, of course, not happy about the outcome. But you know what? We saw a team tonight that came in prepared to do battle on the road, and they clearly wanted the win.
You know, they were determined to steal this game, and they showed it, Steve. Played harder and got the job done.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And it's Moultrie missing.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Spates kicks to Douglas. Pulls it up. The shot is up. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Steve, and Doris, and the rest of the crew,